How's it going, guys? This is Holly with Grindworx. If you're not excited, you better get excited right now because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new knives to show you from No Limit Knives. 6 new OTF knives. Okay, so No Limit Knives. If you've never heard of them, they make awesome OTF knives, high quality materials. These are fantastic pieces. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but No Limit Knives is responsible for the Cupid clone, or at least one iteration of the Cupid clone. I know that there are a few versions out there. Okay, without further ado, this is the Aardvark. Now, to begin with, guys, these are a step up in quality compared to what you usually see on Grindworx. So this one might give you a little bit of sticker shock. This one runs for about just under $250 on the site right now. Look at the precision of the milling on that aluminum handle. That's going to be a common theme among a lot of these knives. I can't get over that action. But yeah, common theme. Excellent milling on the handle, excellent details. I am just loving that blade. It's 3 1/4 inches drop point with this really cool two-tone sort of keyhole feature. It's 8 1/4 inches overall. Bowler M390 blade steel. So that right there is what's giving you that price tag, guys. And okay, this is my favorite part. So the listing on the site comes with a warning. Are you ready for this? It says, warning, by using this knife, you will see how awesome Bowler M390 blade steel is. You might not want to go back to other steels that require more frequent sharpening and can dull after only a few tasks. So you have been warned. We really like, easy to sharpen, cheaper steel on Grindworx, but every so often it's nice to splurge on something a little more premium. So as I said, aluminum handle with really cool milling. I like these spots that have, these sort of grooves that have been milled out for your fingers. They're on the opposite side as well. To quote Ben from Blade HQ, we got some podium jimping on the slide, but not nearly as aggressive as you see on the Benchmade Infidel, for instance. It's actually quite comfortable. It's enough that your thumb doesn't really slip on that slide, but you don't feel like you're tearing up your thumb just to get it open. And let's see, 3.37 ounces, tip down carry pocket clip only, and an interesting feature. I can't decide if that's supposed to be a glass breaker or just a, fancy lanyard hole. I don't know, but I bet you could break glass with that. That's pretty pointy, but kind of cool detail. Got an overall, operator, tactical sort of look to it. And the action, I mean, these come pretty stiff, but dang, they hit hard. And I bet with some time playing around with that would loosen up just a little bit. Play? Very, very little. Yeah, almost none. So fantastic quality. So if you're ready to step up your game in the OTF world, but you're not ready to pay 400 bucks for one, this is a good way to go. And this, by the way, is the most expensive one on the table. They all just continue to go down in price from here. So if you're on a budget, don't worry, there's still an option for you. Next up, we have the Mungos. This might be my favorite one because it happens to be my favorite color. This one comes in at $179 currently on the site. It's 7 inches overall, so a little smaller, which of course I love. A 2.875 inch sheep's foot blade. That might be my favorite feature. I just love seeing a unique blade that you don't usually get to see. I mean, your typical OTF is going to have a dagger or a drop point blade, maybe a tanto. Tanto? I don't know. So I really like this. Just stands out a little bit from the crowd. Again, check out that milling. It's so pretty. This is 154 cm blade steel, so still a very decent steel. It's saying stonewash finish. That doesn't look particularly stonewash to me, but it's definitely not satin. Again, aluminum handle, 2.46 ounces. Very lightweight. Tip down pocket clip. It also comes in black with, I believe, a blue slide rather than this sort of coppery one, but dang, I really like this color combo. I don't usually go for loud colors, but I really like that one. It's just pretty. Again, very little blade play. It's pretty rock solid. And check out, I didn't point this out before. Look at the boxes these things come in. These cases that you can latch close with the nice foam and everything. Fancy schmancy. Okay, what do we got next? We got the Manus. This is a pretty stellar one. 162, isn't that just beautiful? Now this one comes in the Bowler M390 steel with a satin finish. And let me tell you, she is wicked sharp. Aluminum handle with what I'm going to call topographic milling. That's what I always think of. of when I see this. Sort of, it's kind of hard to see. You know, different levels of milling there. 2.18 ounces. So the lightest one on the table, like this is just feather light. You almost wouldn't feel it in your pocket. It does have a tip down carry pocket clip and a more traditional glass breaker. This one also comes in a drop point blade. So if you're not into the dagger, get you a drop point. The nice thing I think about a dagger is that it makes it a little easier for somebody who's left-handed to carry, because then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much which way you carry it. You're still gonna have to flip it around to open it when you pull it out of your pocket, but usable either direction. Man, that one's gorgeous. Next up, don't ask me why they named it this, but this is the Stinco. Going for $133 right now, 8.625 inches overall, a 3.625 inch drop point blade. So biggest blade so far, beefiest blade so far. This is D2 steel, so a more affordable steel, but a very good one, very good general working steel. It's got a satin finish, aluminum handle with this interesting, you know, sort of horizontal linear milling. Very simple and clean overall, which I like. It's 3.53 ounces, so tips the scales a little bit more than the others. Tip down pocket clip, a little bit thicker handle, and this one also comes with a dagger blade. Stiff, but great action. This is the Hyrax 123. On this side, it's 8.25 inches overall. It's the only one with this front-facing thumb slide, which generally I really like. I feel like most of the time that makes it a little easier for me to deploy, but not this one. For some reason, I think maybe it's the width of the handle. I'm not liking the front-facing slide as much on this one, but beautiful knife overall. 3.5 inch Tonto blade, also D2 steel with a satin finish. I really like this kind of brushed finish they have on the aluminum handle. Gives it a classy look. This one is just over 4 ounces. Again, a tip down pocket clip, a little bit different style pocket clip than a lot of the others, a little wider. Another good one. Only the tiniest amount of play, which of course you're always going to have with a double action OTF knife. All right, coming up on the last one here. This is the Vanga. So this is your budget option, $116. And let me tell you, for $116, you're getting quite a lot. So it's 7.5 inches overall, a 3-inch Tanto blade, 12 C27 MOV blade steel. It's got a satin finish. I really like this groove they've got running down the blade. This is a blue aluminum handle with what I'm pretty sure is a red G10 inlay, which I think is just such a cool detail. It gives it a really nice texture, you know, something to help you grip, but it's also nice and smooth. This comes in only at 2.81 ounces, so almost the lightest one, not quite. Tip down carry pocket clip. And overall, I mean, every single one of these, very little play. The action on all of them is great. They just rock it out. None of that twang you hear from a lot of the, you know, less expensive knives on Grindworx. They're all comfortable in your hand, and they all come super sharp. Put that one back. Wait, did you think we were done? I said 6 knives, didn't I? I was just kidding. We also have these little guys. So also from No Limit Knives are these 2 Cali Legal OTFs. These are 50 bucks a piece, 5.375 inches overall with a sub 2-inch clip point blade, 440C steel, with a 2-tone finish. Kind of see that coated, almost stonewashed look on the upper part of the blade there above the grind. They come with this bronze or this gray finish. Both of these are stainless steel handles. 2.79 ounces, so they're actually rather hefty for their size compared to, you know, say the Manus over here. Tip down carry pocket clips, and of course the obligatory glass breaker with, there's a little lanyard loop on the ends there next to the glass breaker. So these are fun. Like the milling, like the look, like the colors. I just think these would be a really fun addition to your collection. So, tell me, have you heard of this brand before? I don't know if I've just been living under a rock, but I had never heard of No Limit Knives before, so have you heard of them? Do you have any of their knives? Let me know in the comments. Also, I'm really curious, do you prefer a thumb slide on the face of the handle or a thumb slide on the spine? So tell me what you prefer. And finally, the most important question, which one of these bad boys are you gonna take home? Because I mean, come on. For me, that answer is easy. This one, Mungos, all the way. Love the color, but I wanna hear from you. You let me know which one you would take home. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.